On this episode of Southpaw Computing, we're going to try to cram in this GA2168k into a 2001 Mustang, and that's coming up next. What's going on, YouTube? On this episode, we're going to try to cram this monster 10-inch display into my 2001 Mustang. This should also probably apply to the 99 to 2004 models, the Mustangs, GTs, the Bullets, the Mach 1s, the Cobras, and all that good stuff. The nice thing is we've already done a review on this particular head unit, and if you'd like to see that review, we'll have a link in the description below on how that went in our 2018 Jeep Compass. So let's just get right into this and see what we get. So currently in our 2001 Mustang here, we have the very first Eonon that had Android OS 6. I'll put up the model number of this current one, but it's well overdue for an upgrade. Android 6, or this Eonon version of it, only came equipped with 1 gig of RAM, so it became increasingly difficult to run multiple apps at the same time. I mean, basically I just used it for simple navigation and turning the radio on, but forget trying to update apps in the background. This thing was super slow towards its end of life. So let's start this upgrade and see what we get. Just looking around, I think we have like minimal clearance to get this display to stick out. Thankfully, the one that we're installing has a ton of forgiveness when it comes to display protruding from the actual head unit. So yeah, I won't even bother doing the time lapse here, but I'll get the entire bezel off and all that fun stuff and swap this sucker in, and let's see what we get. The good news is too, this is also the same exact wiring harness when it comes to the electricals and speakers, so that's actually one less step we have to worry about. But anywho, let's get this guy installed. Well, the good news is both units are out, and the old unit was a GA2162, and they're nearly identical in the back. I mean, honestly, I think they are identical. Looking at the connectors, that is. Cool. So one less thing we got to worry about. GPS and also the Wi-Fi antenna are also in the same location. And that nice little hot mess we got going on in there. All right, let's go on to the next. It's in and it fits, but man, it barely fits. Like, look at this. Even the bezel has a little bit of clearance, so we're not going to get any rubbing on this. Even with this one here happening to be a manual transmission version, if I shift into first gear, third gear, fifth gear, I'm still not hitting anything on the screen, but man, what an upgrade this is going to be for this car here. I guess we should turn it on. Hopefully there won't be any music playing. So we've turned on the volume, and as you can see, everything works. If I turn on the lights, I also have the LEDs illuminating on the left side here. So yes, it will fit. The only downfall I can see from this is my little buttons down here for the fog lights and for the traction control and the rear defogger are not as visible as I'd like them to be, but I would say the 10-inch screen is well worth the minor inconvenience of hitting those other buttons. As always, if you like what you see here, give this video a big old thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, join our forums, leave a comment below. It would be greatly appreciated. This is Dan from Southpaw Computing, and until the next time.